Hey guys, it's me, Travis, the CEO and founder of PlayerProps.ai. This video is going to go over how to use the AI total predictor on the PlayerProps.ai app. It's very important that you not only watch this full episode to fully understand how to use the total predictor, but that you also go to all 10 tools. You just use this to choose player tools, use this to choose team tools. It's very important you go through all 10 of them, and then you click the exact button that probably popped up this video in the first place. You click the pink purple button that says tap to learn. One of these videos pops up and it quickly teaches you how to use it. Do not assume that you know how to use this tool, because if you think you know how to use it and you're losing money, chances are you're not using it correctly. Tap the button, learn how to use it, and then ask, of course, any follow-up questions in our Discord. The first thing to draw attention to is the calendar up top. For weekly sports, you can actually skip ahead to the future. As long as we have a sportsbook line for the total and an AI projection, it will show. Only really for the weekly stuff like college football, NFL. For the daily things, typically can only skip about a day ahead. Here, this is where you choose what sport or what league you want to look at. I'm currently recording this 7 days before September 7th, and the only thing that we have total lines from the sportsbooks for at this point are for NFL. But if we are recording this on September 7th, you're going to see all the other daily sports here too. You might even see some college football. Well, maybe not on Sunday, but you'll see MLB, WNBA, etc. So that just chooses the league. Here you choose the sportsbook. Now, I want to stress, even though there are a lot of sportsbooks here, of course we don't have every sportsbook on the planet, but if you have a sportsbook you use that's not on this list, it does not matter. You can use the AI Total Predictor on the PlayerProps.ai app for any sportsbook literally on planet Earth. It all does the same stuff. Just choosing the sportsbook makes it like 1% easier. If you live in a state that does, in the United States, that does not have legalized sports betting where you can't bet on spreads, you want to go to this one here, wannaparlay.online. This is actually an app that's available in states that don't have sports betting, but it'll still let you do total picks or total bets. So go to wannaparlay.online if you know that you're not in a state that has legal sports betting, and chances are this is available to you. So this is where you just choose it, and all this really does is it just changes the line that's currently available. So as of this second, for the Titans-Broncos game, I know that DraftKings, as of this second, is offering an over-under total line of 41.5. FanDuel, 41.5 as well. Wannaparlay.online, 41.5. So it looks like a lot of the sportsbooks kind of have the same thing. This is essentially what you're sorting by. It's recommended to keep this on difference. There's a reason why that's the default sort. It'll sort by the highest edge or the highest difference between what the AI is saying the points are going to be and what the sportsbooks are giving you as the line. If you just change it to time, all that does is just sort by start time. So if you just want to look at the 1 p.m. games for the Sunday slate, choose time. But again, it's highly recommended that you just focus on the difference. This here is self-explanatory. Let's say I only care about the Miami Dolphins. I type in MIA. The only team that shows up is Miami. If I only care about the Raiders, I type in LV. The Raiders game shows up. So that's what the search thing does. It's very, very helpful for college basketball and college football when there's 6 million teams that we have projections for. The team you see on the left is always going to be the away team. The team you see on the right is always going to be the home team. So it's very important to remember. This is the away team, this is the home team, and they play at 4:05 p.m. on Eastern Time on September 7th. Now let's go through the rest of the stuff. This is the line that is available for the total for this game on DraftKings. What is a total line? A total line is simply the score of both teams combined. So once the game's over with, you take Tennessee Titans score, you take the Denver Broncos score, you add them together. Is that number higher than 41.5 or less than 41.5? The implied side right here is simply saying which side these sportsbooks lean. This is actually not important whatsoever when using the total predictor on the PlayerProps.ai app. So this doesn't really matter. You don't really need to pay attention to this. This is always going to be somewhere around 52 to 53%. What is important to pay attention to is the projected total. This is what our AI models are saying the total of this game is going to be. What we do on this side here is we do the math for you. If sports books are saying 41.5, or if DraftKings specifically is saying 41.5 is the over-under, and our AI is saying 44.64 is the projected points, 44.64 minus 41.5, that's what makes the difference here. It's a 3.14 difference. So this difference is the biggest, because it's list number 1, it's the biggest difference for an over total points line. So 3.14, there's no other game on NFL Sunday on September 7th for week 1 that has a higher difference than the 3.14 the Broncos-Titans game has over the available line. But we also have stuff that targets underplays. You just got to scroll all the way to the bottom. The total line for the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns is 47.5 points. Our AI is saying the total score is projected to be 43.48. That's a difference of minus 403. So a difference of 4.03 points. So it's actually a bigger gap than that Titans overplay, but it's an underplay. So that's why it's shown on the bottom. It doesn't mean don't play it. It just means it's a really good underplay. The stuff that's kind of hovering in the middle, that's like less than 2 points, +2 or -2, it's in that 2-point range. Those are ones that don't really have edges. You want to focus on things that have more than 2 points, and this is specific to NFL. If you have questions about other sports, that's why we have a Discord, so you can ask them. So like going to this, for example, right in the middle, the Lions and the Packers have a line of 46.5, and our projection's 46.36. That's literally only a 0.15 difference. That's it. It's a 0.15 difference. Do not touch this game. There is absolutely almost no edge whatsoever. So this shows you the highest overplay. You scroll to the bottom, shows you the lowest, or the best underplay. So pay attention to this. The AI projection, pay attention to this, and then it'll just show you. It'll tell you which direction to go. That's what this arrow's for. You see the green arrow says up? That means go over 41.5. When you get to the bottom ones, go under, red arrow down, go under 47.5. The accuracy here is important as well. What the accuracy says, and so I know I told you guys earlier that this data is not part of, like, this isn't related to Tennessee, this isn't related to the Broncos, this just shows you the away team and the home team, but the accuracy bar is related to the positioning of those team names. So when we draw a line straight down from the Tennessee Titans, we see that there are 13 games where we've had a total line from DraftKings for a game that included the Titans, and we also had a projection for the total in a game that's in the same games that included the Titans. So 13 games where we had a DraftKings total line and an AI projection for that game. Out of 13 games that included the Titans, whether the AI said go under or over, it was correct 84.6% of the time. This is actually probably the highest accuracy I've seen for the total predictor for NFL. So it's funny because on the other video, when you go to spread and you click the button to watch the spread video, we highlight that the Tennessee Titans have the lowest AI accuracy for spreads, but it's funny they also have the highest AI accuracy for totals. They're just a weird team. So it's as simple as that. Out of 13 games that involved Tennessee, the AI was correct on whether it said go over or under 84.6% of the time through 13 games. And then for the Broncos, there's 14 games recorded. The AI got it right 35.7% of the time. What does that tell me? It tells me that the Denver Broncos score less than when they're projected to score more, or they score more when they're not projected to score that much. So it's not that the AI sucks, it's that the Denver Broncos as a scoring team is highly unpredictable. Of course, they just had Bo Nix, so he either underperformed, the Broncos as a team either underperformed a lot or overperformed, which is why that number is so low. So they're not that predictable, but the Tennessee Titans have been predictable. But again, take that with a grain of salt because they have a brand new quarterback. So you gotta have to watch for the first few weeks of the NFL season, see how things pan out. What's a number I stay away from? Pretty much anything sub 40. So even though this is massive, also factor in they have a brand new quarterback, rookie quarterback, but this is also sub 40. So these are both above 40, so you can consider it. Let's find something like 50, 61, 56%, even though there's not really a gap. And the one I said that there's no gap at all, the Lions and the Packers, they both have 61.5% or higher, but there's just no edge, so it's not even worth it. Oh, the Dolphins also have an 80% here, so this is interesting. But yeah, so that's how that works. Two more things to pay attention to. This Bet Now button, if you want to add what this AI is saying, which in this case the AI is saying go over 41.5, you're like, oh, I want to go over 41.5 on my sports books. You can click the Bet Now button, and then let's say you want to add it on FanDuel Sportsbook, 41.5. You tap the Bet Now button again, it will pull up your FanDuel Sportsbook app. It'll automatically have over 41.5 total bet for this game and your bet slip. So all you have to do is choose how much money you want to bet and just lock it in. We're going to be adding more sports books to this. We're going to be adding more features, but this is like phase one of that quick slip option that we just built in. So the last thing to pay attention to is this star icon at the top here. So if let's say I really like this bet, I can click on it and it'll add it to my favorites list. I tap on it again and it turns the yellow off. But let's just say, for example, the only bet I really like is the Falcons Buccaneers over 46.5. So I click on that, and I can go up here to my favorites list, and you see here the total Falcons versus Tampa Bay 1 p.m. over 46.5 has been added to my favorites list. So it's just something that there's so many things you can research on the app, and so it just kind of keeps track of everything for you. The last thing to pay attention to is the gold star with the number. Out of every user that uses PlayerProps.ai, if they've added that pick to their bet, it'll add to that count. So let's say on NFL Sunday, this number is probably going to be like, I mean, I don't know. I'm curious to see how high this number grows for how many users we have. But let's say it's like 100, 1,000, whatever. That'll not only tell you that other people have added it to their favorite list, but it means that you're using the app correctly if you're adding something that a lot of other people are adding. If it's the day of and you've added a pick and it still says 1, chances are you're not using this app correctly because there's no one else that has added this to their favorite list. So that's another cool feature that we really like as well. And I just did the spread video before this, and so the one we tapped on that one. Again, I'm recording the 7 days in advance. Nobody's really fast forwarded at this point to this day to add these to their favorite list, but that's how that works in a nutshell. You want to clear them, all of them at the same time, tap clear all, or just click on the trash cans. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we use the AI Total Predictor. We have 10 tools total. You can find them all here and here. Make sure you go to all of them. You click the button up top to learn how to use it. Do not assume, because you're probably going to be wrong and you're going to lose a lot of money, and then it's going to be all your fault. Don't use the tool until you have clicked the button and learned how to use it. Favorites list. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. And again, this Discord logo, you are not going to be as successful as everyone else that is printing money daily with this app if you are not joining them in the Discord. No excuses. You can't be lazy and say, well, I don't have a Discord account. It's a free account. Download the app, create a free account, come back to here, tap on the Discord logo, get into our Discord, and then you got to do one more thing. You got to tap on the Unlock Channels button, or the Unlock Channels channel in the Discord. Do that one step. The one step that says in the Unlock Channels channel, it says, hey, do this one thing. And what it is you connect your PlayerProps.ai account to your Discord account, and it unlocks all the free channels and also the premium ones if you've upgraded your account already. And if you're not sure how to upgrade your account, you just click on the person icon and click the upgrade button, and it's as easy as that. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the AI Total Predictor. Any questions, just let us know in Discord. But make sure you join it, because there's 17,000 people, over 17,000 people there, more than happy to help. No such thing as a dumb question. It's the most welcoming, helpful betting Discord on the planet. I made sure of it, and we'll see you there. Good luck.